Morning world, welcome to Saturday 27th of September. Take 2, trip to Cotswold Farm Machinery. Just before I go, I know the fuel cans weren't filling up. There's a little tiny bit left in that one, so we'll top this thing up. And then on the way back from CFM, I'll call in the garage and top up so we've got enough fuel for the tree guys for next week. So we've not actually had a play with this yet. I know Martin was itching to have a go with this yesterday, but his nasty mean boss sent them off to do another job, which they did. They did the job, so, and the customer who wanted the job done, which happened to be the county council, was really happy that we did it. Reminder to yourself, when you're blowing out a snot rocket, check the wind direction first. Enough said. So hopefully later today, we'll be out there picking that lot up. So I just got to drive Foss Cross, pick up a cable, drive back, fit the cable, put the trailer on, so it might be lunchtime. And the weather is unsettled for today. So we'll see how that goes, because I'm not going to go out there with the skid steer if it's pinning down with rain. Oh no. No. I'm experiencing a bit of deja vu. It's like I've been here before. And here. Success. They have the right one. There's not much I can show you in the yard. It's all at the ploughing show, so I won't bother. Right, let's go home. Probably have a quick cup of tea, and then we're going to put that tractor back together again. Okay, so here we are, round 2. Put the thing back together again. So it shouldn't be too difficult. It's not like it's a massive, I've got to take the whole thing apart to get cable in. It's a bit of a fiddle, but yeah, I left the tractor in the shed last night just in case it rained. We've had a bit of rain this morning, nothing to write home about. So yeah, let's get that on there. I won't destroy the bag, although I'm pretty sure this is the right one. I'd rather not hedge my bets, or rather hedge my bets even, so I hope I ain't got to send it back. I don't want to go up there for a third time, so looks good. You can go in there, you can come out of there. Right, so I think the problem with the old cable was partially my doing. There was no reason for that cable to go, but I think what I'd done is I pulled these 2 pipes to one side and tied them down, and I reckon that they had pulled the cable over and somehow it had got pinched, and I reckon it had got pinched in there. I don't know if you can see that, and that's what done the damage. So I'm going to be quite careful how I route this cable through again to make sure that I don't repeat that mistake. So I don't know yet how much that's going to cost me. I don't think for 1 minute it's going to be £5. I quite like, well, I'm preparing myself for 3 numbers for that. But yeah, they've got no card machine there. They couldn't take any payment. They stuck it on my account because I couldn't pay for it because the card machine's at the show. So why are you pulled it like that? Are you on float? Ah, you are, you're on float. Okay. Right, so yeah, so I'm going to find somewhere else to put this. I think, out the way. It does not interfere with that cable. Right then, we need to pass that up through my hole that is in there. So I think you've got to come in through that way, go up through there, up behind that. Where's my hole? There's my hole. You have to go up through. Where is it? So that's it. He's got to come up through there. So I've got to take both those nuts off and that and pass him up through there. That's the old ones in there. That comes off as well. And then this has got to come up through there. I dropped my nut. Ah. I think I can reach it. I think I can reach it. I can reach it. Just don't fall down that other hole. Got it. Can't fall out now. And that's got to go up through there, and then my second nut's got to go on there. Give yourself some slack. Right, so still got to get the grommet in down through there, but that shouldn't be too difficult, he says. Famous last words. There's my ECUs, brains for the tractor. Let's get the other end on. Right, so the first thing I want to do is make sure that it can't be pinched. So I think he's got to come up. He did, he was stuck in there when he was clamped in there. So I've got to give myself a bit more space. Not a lot of room in there. Can you squeeze through? No. Oh, right, okay. In that case, that's going to have to come off there. And so's that, because those nuts won't go through there. Like that. And then that will go through. Like that. Okay. Seem to have quite a lot of spare cable here. Right, you can go back up on there. Not sure about this. Have I got that the right way around? I think he's actually got to come through there, not down there. Right. So that was a mistake then. That can come back off. So you come through there then, like that. You go on there, and you go up on there. Right, so we're not far away from making some adjustments now, so don't remember exactly how it came out. but I don't want to do this again. So I'd rather fiddle faff around with it now and get it right than try and correct a mistake later on. I should be able to pull those. I've got to take the watch off. I've got to try and pull those back through. These two pipes here, I now want behind that. But I think it's easier to pull them back and pull them through again than to take it all apart again. I can't get you too involved in this because there's only just enough room for my hands and my head in here. There's not enough room for you guys as well. Right, that can come back up through there, which means that can go back around. Well, it's not the original route of the cable. I think it's a better one. Consider the way the tractor's set up now. So when we bought the tractor, it only came with 2 spool valves. I had a third one fitted because I wanted the front linkage on. The front linkage, these 2 spools are permanently fixed. These 2 are spares, but that pipe there, and indeed those 2 that are tucked down here for a minute, are the other 2 spools that feed auxiliary pipes to the front of the tractor. So that one and that, or those 2, or that pair and that pair, when they're plugged in, feeds down the tractor, both sides, and we've got a pair of spools there and a pair of spools there. So, which means I can run the hydraulic implements off the front of the tractor. So that's why we had 3 spool valves. This tractor comes as standard with only 2. A brace of spools, so I had a third one fitted. But because there is some pipe work on the tractor, it didn't come out of the factory with, as in these guys, and the way they've been routed through, I think they have not interfered with the pickup cable, this chap, but I think the way I've routed it now, so it's not actually connected up yet, I'll do that in a minute. So from here, basically you want to keep sharp angles out of it on a cable. You want to keep it as, if you've got a bend, a slow, long bend is far better than a fast, sharp one. So now the cable comes up through here. I deliberately put between those 2 pipes because I'm going to pinch a cable tie around there just to pinch that together. Comes up around the back of there, around the back of that arm, around the back, and then a slow bend, and then back up and into the lever up here. I'm hoping that's going to work. I'm hoping I'm never ever going to have to do this again. Hoping. Right, so now I need to reconnect and then I need to adjust. So we are most of the way there, he says, famous last words. Right, let's have you out there. That's a tight little pin, that is. You can go back in there. Like, get in the hole. That, you can go up on there. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to have some more adjustment one on the other, so I'll just pull this up. We'll do some more adjustment at the other end. So I want this nut a bit tighter than that. I want a 17mm spanner too. Pretty sure it was 17, I hope it wasn't 19. No, 17. Right, was it, it was in there, wasn't it? Spanner's in there. There's me looking in there for 11mm. I don't think it ever left the tractor. Nearly fell up a step then. That wouldn't have been funny at all, would it? So, yeah, we have definitely got some adjustment to make here. I have got some more adjustment at the end. This is a bit finer adjustment up here, but we'll see how this goes first. 12mm, was it 12, was it? No, smaller than that. Sure it was. Okay, I've got plenty there. In fact, I'm going to give him a bit back. So far, so good. It looks like we're going to be successful in this. No reason why we shouldn't be, mind. That's not the spanner I want. That's not the spanner I want. Hang on, I've got to go down there and get the spanner I want. Which I think is that one there. Go on. Tighter. We're done. Right, put it all back together again now. Go on. There you go. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. It's done. It wasn't that difficult a job, was it? It was more me trying to fiddle out where I was going to route that cable rather than where. Oh, nearly forgot that. Yeah, actually, not quite finished. I've got to put you guys back on there, or else that won't work. Okay. Now we've finished. Now it's all back together again. Don't forget, gentlemen, when you finish using your tool, make sure you've cleaned it properly before you put it away. I suppose the acid test really is, you know, make sure it works, isn't it? If I put you on there, looking there, shall we? That's better. Before anybody asks, yes, I have tightened them up down there, done that as well. So, 12:34. Cup of tea, put the trailer on, and I think I'll get the bells in over there maybe this afternoon. I'm not going to go till the front day. We haven't got enough time to do everything. I want to get over there and do it all in one hit. So I can do that, but it'll be a really, really late finish. So, because I'm on my own, I've got no help today. Might have some help tomorrow. Maybe.